So it's been quite a while since I made a What's My Phone video, and since filming the previous one back in 2016, I'm now rocking a different daily driver, which is the iPhone 7. So why don't we go ahead and get started on this installment of What's on My iPhone, Winter 2018. Before we get into the video, I'm going to give you a little bit of technical information on the iPhone itself. So this particular iPhone, as I said, is the iPhone 7. It's the 32GB black version, and 32GB may not be enough storage, but as someone who's mainly had phones with 16 gigs of storage, this definitely is quite an upgrade, to be honest. So yeah, that's that. The case that I have on it is the Spigen Liquid Armor case, also in black. So yeah, that is pretty much all the technical information that I wanted to give about this iPhone. So let's go ahead and get into the apps. Okay, so here is the home screen, at least the first page for this iPhone 7. You can see there's not much apps on the first page compared to what I had on the iPhone SE. So yeah, on the top row we've got Mail, Calendar, Photos, and the Camera app for taking photos and videos and stuff like that. You can see the slightly weird setup that we have here for this video. And there's the front camera. Hello. Yeah, and that's the camera. And then you got the clock there, and weather for checking the weather. Reminders. I use that quite a bit for reminding me to do stuff. It's quite a nice feature to have on iOS. And then the settings app there. And then we got this folder for all my audio related apps with podcasts. I usually listen to podcasts when I'm out and about on car journeys or bus journeys and stuff like that. As you can see, these are the podcasts that I've been listening to recently. Right there. And yeah, that's podcasts. Then you got Bandcamp, which is a music streaming service, and Shazam, right there, for finding out what a particular song is. YouTube, obviously, the platform you're probably watching this video on. This is my subscription feed at the moment. Right there. And yeah, you get the idea. And then you got Twitch, which I also use quite a bit for watching live streams and such. See all the games that people are streaming there. And there's just chatting as well. IRL. That kind of thing. And yeah, that's Twitch. And then you got this creative folder, which is where I keep all my creative apps for creating stuff, whether that be videos or photos or music, I guess. So you got clips. I guess you could say it's kind of like a simpler version of iMovie. You can see you got this like camera interface here, where you can record stuff there. You can also import stuff from your library if you want. I think this is mainly focused on sharing videos for social media. You can add filters to your recordings or photos, and also labels. Yeah, basically you can just record a bunch of stuff and quickly put it together with some titles and stickers and whatnot to share on social media, I guess. And then iMovie for editing videos, if I want to quickly edit a video on the go. May not be as powerful as other editing software that you get on desktops and laptops and such, but it does the job. And then you got GarageBand, which is a digital audio workstation. You can create music on there. Play Memories Home that is the app that I use with my Sony a5100 to control it over Wi-Fi. So I can just go ahead and use this app and control the camera, start and stop recording and taking photos and such, all from this phone, which is quite handy to have. Then you got the GoPro app for controlling my GoPro cameras. I have the GoPro Hero 5 Black, and I also have an older GoPro Hero 3 White, which I used to use before the Hero 5. Yeah. And then Retrospecs, which is quite an interesting app. You can basically take any photo or video, and it adds a filter on it to make it look like it's being displayed on a old computer or games console. You can see you got the Sega Genesis. That's what that picture would look like if it was being displayed on a Sega Genesis. And Super Nintendo, Virtual Boy, Neo Geo Pocket, and a bunch of other systems there. Yeah, quite a nice app. That's Retrospecs. And then you got Movie Pro. It's similar to VideoMic Pro. It's basically another camera app, but you do get more manual control on here. So you can like adjust the focus, although you can do that on the regular app, on the regular camera app for iOS. But you can also adjust the shutter speed, the ISO, and that kind of thing. It's not quite as good as VideoMic Pro, but it does get the job done. Quite nice to have. And then we move on to the bottom with the dock. You've got the phone app for calling people. Don't really like calling people, but it's there. Messages, Safari, and the Apple Music app there. Then moving on to the second page, we've got FaceTime, Calculator, the Measure app, which is a new thing with iOS 12, and also the Watch app, which I do use. I do have a original Apple Watch. It's quite old. In fact, it doesn't even support the latest Watch OS, which is a shame, but you know, whatever, it's fine. Gets the job done. And you got the Files app, Notes, and then this folder with the iWork apps, which are Pages, Numbers, and Keynote. And then the Health app is right there, which I don't really use too often, but it's there if I want to use it. And then we got the Social Net, which is a folder with all of my social media apps that I have on here. We got Twitter. I do browse Twitter quite a bit, although not as much as I used to. That's what my timeline looks like at the moment. Right there. And here's my Twitter profile if you want to follow me. You know, got to get that promo, I guess. Snapchat is there. I don't use it as much. They did a new update a couple months ago, and it made it a bit more difficult to use. But I do keep it there because I do have some friends on Snapchat. Instagram, which I also use, as you can see there. Pictures aren't loading for some reason, probably because of the internet. Not sure what's going on, but yeah, you probably may have used Instagram before, but there it is. And again, there's my profile if you want to follow me there. Yeah, that's that. And then Tweetbot, which is a third-party Twitter client, which I do prefer to use over the standard Twitter app for iOS. Yeah, not sure what's going on with the internet. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, that's Tweetbot, a nice third-party Twitter client. And then we got Reddit. I've been using this more often lately compared to in the past. I'll show you a few of the subreddits that I tend to look at. We've got r/retro battle stations there. Got some old computers and old tech, other old tech there. r/ThinkPad, all about ThinkPads. And also r/game collecting, for people who collect games, video games or gaming consoles, that kind of thing. So that's quite nice. Yeah, that's Reddit. Been using that more often than I used to. 2 messaging apps there, WhatsApp and Telegram. And this folder containing all my shopping apps. For shopping, you've got Amazon, eBay, the Apple Store there. I don't really use it, but it's there just in case. It came pre-installed on this iPhone. And then the App Store and the iTunes Store right there for downloading new apps and music and games and films if I want to, right there. And then we've got Google Maps and City Mapper for navigation. They're both very nice apps for that purpose, especially City Mapper. And then the extras folder right there, containing apps that I don't use too often. As you can see there, the one that I use most is voice memos, and I do also have Gboard, which is a custom keyboard from Google. And there's what Gboard looks like. I have it set on a dark theme. You can see it working there. You can use all your emojis, some stickers as well, if you want. You can search GIFs, and you got these old school, I guess, emoticons that you can use as well. And there's this drawing thing, which is interesting. But yeah, that's Gboard, quite a nice third-party keyboard from Google. And then we got Map Tracker. I've featured this app a few times on the channel, in some of the older What's on My Phone and iPad videos. And it basically allows you to view the different specifications and other information on different Apple products. So you can see the MacBook there, 2010 MacBook. You can see the processor, the storage, the OS that it's shipped with, and other stuff like that. It's a very nice app to have if you're into Apple products, old and new. And then finally, on the last row of the second page, we've got Google Drive and Google Docs. Google Docs I mainly use for writing notes and scripts for my videos. I used to use Evernote for that, but they made this thing so you have to pay in order to use the service on multiple devices. It's a bit annoying. It is nice to be able to access your notes and other stuff on different devices. So I just went ahead and switched to Google Docs, and it's been working out quite well for me. So yeah, that's Google Docs and Google Drive, I guess. And then currently I've got 2 games on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to get any more games. We'll see. But yeah, I've got Pocket Camp, which is a game by Nintendo, and it crashed for some reason. Let me just try and open it again. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be opening for some reason. But yeah, that's Pocket Camp. You're basically the manager of a campsite. You can like customize the camp and invite people over, that kind of thing. And then Color Switch, which is a nice puzzle game that I've been playing for quite a while. They recently did this new update thing, which gave the game a complete overhaul, sort of, not really. You got all these new modes on here. Not all the modes from the previous version of this game have been kept, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, it's still a pretty nice game. I'll just play a little bit here. Try and get this ball through. Can I do it? Oh, and I died. But yeah, that is Colour Switch. As I said, it's quite a nice game. And yeah, that's pretty much it for all of the apps that I have on this iPhone 7 as of right now. Cool. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel to see more videos from me in the future. And you can follow me on my social networks like Twitter and Instagram for more updates from me in the future. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this What's on My iPhone video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! And since I filmed the last no. And do that whole thing again. Okay. So why don't we? Oh my God. Okay, I think I did it. The camera's still recording. Oh no, it isn't. Dang it.